Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Makakdash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salute to you, Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Your brother Yassad back at you with another lesson, we'll tell fine. Hey, one from in the pink book lessons, I have a channel, goes a lot into adultery and the wicked acts of our people and whatnot. You get a lot of video food on this channel. This event here it's a side dude of 1 month left at children without their their without their mother, right? Because basically, despite of having her husband, she had a side dude, and after being with the person for like 4 weeks approximately, he deleted her. And we know the scripture talks about adultery and all these things. Basically what you see there is judgment. So let's play the video and tattoo 2 precepts and close it off.
Married. Here's a horrible story out of Memphis, Tennessee. A husband is left alone with his children, grieving the loss of his wife and their mother that was taken away from them by her side dude. A dude she had only been messing around with for 1 month. While she was still married, she carried on this relationship with this man, and now after just weeks of dealing with him, she's gone.
It's finna take a big toll on me, and not only me, my kids. This is something they gotta live with forever. He 13, they 10. My daughter 17. Like Mother's Day just passed. Like this day the last Mother's Day with their mama. Saturday or whenever Friday or Saturday, that's their last meal that they got with their mama, that they had.
4 children now forced to navigate life without their mother. Twin 10-year-old boys, a 13-year-old brother, and a 17-year-old sister, all learning to cope with a loss.
Wow, didn't realize they had twins. So they had 3 sons and 1 daughter together. The twins 10 years old, the one in the middle 13, and the oldest, their daughter, 17, very close to 18. And now she's going to go through the rest of school and her formative adulting years without her mom. All of them will be without their mom, of course. But it's just sad. All of this over her side dude. Thankfully, he didn't do anything to these kids. Because usually when they find these lunatics, he'll take her out and those kids too. Especially if they don't belong to him. Which is why I will continue to say, keep your kids away from these weirdos y'all like to meet up with. If finding another man to get up under is more important to you than your own children, then give them to their daddy. Yeah, play with your own life all you want. But don't set them kids up. Very sad situation, though. At least it's good to see the kids are safe and their dad is with them through all of it. I mean, if I had to look on the bright side, at least I can say that.
She ain't deserved it. She ain't deserved it at all. Like, man, she literally give you, you know how people always say that? This person will give you the shirt off their back.
Yes, people always say that, and frankly, and over on the news.
They were high school sweethearts, separated but still connected.
So basically you see the whole outcome, but the scriptures applying wisdom, these things would be prevented. The scripture say the book of Isaiah 32:9, rise up, you woman that at ease, because the westernized way that these women have, this man here, he not to my liking anymore. They're ready for Harry and they're ready for Tom. The seeking a next man, to fulfill their desires. Because that is Babylon's way. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Because, yeah, that is being very careless, you know, and look at the outcome. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye woman that at ease be troubled. Ye careless ones, strip you and make you bear and good sackcloth upon your mind mourning. Because the Lord sending out judgment on you women, especially you those that, committing adultery, they have the husband but yet they're still seeking love out there, having other man. Yeah, and look at the outcome, is that the same side man that you're being caught up with deleted you. Who knows for whatever reason, but we know the scripture talk about jealousy is the rage of a man, right? So who knows what the circumstance could have been, right? Proverbs 6:34, for jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. She could have been maybe even chatting with other dudes and the guy find out because it must be some reason for a man to go to that extent. Who knows? She probably was, you know, didn't want to fully leave the husband or whatsoever is the reason. That guy carried to that estate. But ultimately, his judgment. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance. Right? Yes, he deleted her. And it's not that he knew her for a long while. It's just about a month. They been together and look at the outcome. Ultimately his judgment from Yahweh Hashem. The scripture say adulterous woman will be counted as a dog. Alright. Sirach 26 and 25, it say, man start at verses 22. An harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. Yes, so a harlot, you wanna sleep with multiple men, although you have your husband and your kids, your family. You just wanna be the harlot out there. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. So hey, this woman ought to be a wicked woman to fall into the hands of a wicked man that he delete her. But a godly woman is given to him that feareth Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. A dishonest woman contemneth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Yeah, a shameless woman will be counted as a dog, and look at the end result. So you having kids that big, yeah, your husband and whatnot, but yet, hey, when you look at the dude look young. You wanna be caught up with a young guy living your life. And look at the outcome, you know? Because we know y'all guys out there that they're messed up in the head. Right. It said about she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Because if she was shamefaced, she wouldn't look to have a next man aside from her husband, you know? That she wouldn't end up in that predicament. But the scriptures say, um, James chapter 26 and verses 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse her through much levity. Over much levity, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. So these women, especially the vibration under this westernized, society, basically the Facebook, the social medias, WhatsApp and Instagram. This here is basically their advisors, teaching them to be a harlot, have multiple men to support their livelihood and whatnot. It says she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when she had found a fountain and drink of every water nearby. By every hedge will she sit down and open a quiver against every arrow. And I just see the adulterous way, right, of some of these women. Because the scripture say, she wipeth her mouth, and in she mind there is no wickedness, you know. And some of these wicked women, it's like there is nothing wrong, because wickedness become a norm. A woman having the side dude, and this just come a norm because in Babylon, you know. Proverbs 30 and 20, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. And the simple as Jake would ball, she didn't deserve that. It's to show you the mindset of how effeminate the men are, you know? Yeah, it's to show you how effeminate these men are over these men are simps over these women, you know? I'll tell you, just keeping it straight to the point. All of these here is basically examples not to follow after. As we make edification videos or for these, situations, So hopefully this lesson will edify onto the outside shell. All praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yeshua, Hashem, Kakadash. Double and the elders, the apostles, a great milestone until the next shalom.